What's up, YouTube? This is Destroyer 154379, also known as just Destroyer, also known as Nub King SOC, also known as Noble Troop, also known as Hall Patroller. Welcome to a very big video for my channel. This took a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication to the game, and a lot of grinding to do. I just wanted to give a little just kind of backstory about me as a player, why I do this, because for me this is a really big accomplishment. I started out in 2012 when I was 11 and have played pretty much ever since consistently. This game becomes more than a game to me when I play it, and that's what's kept driving me back to it. But I wouldn't go back and change anything. I've probably spent, thousands of hours on the game for sure, so it was worth it though. Definitely worth it. I've made quite a few really good friends from the game and really just built brotherhoods, so I don't regret one single moment in the game. And I'm actually doing this in honor of the creator of the game, just to show my dedication to the game. It takes a lot to get to this point, and I'm not bragging by any means. I definitely, for the first 4 years of playing at least, was, in quotes, a noob, to a certain extent. I think what really turned the tides for me was my real life situations that would really make me push myself to do better in the game, because even if my real life wasn't going how I wanted it to, I could make a name for myself in the game, right? And I'll never forget what started everything for me was probably back in 2016, 17, something. I had a lunch money glitch, right? I was in the online arena and I got killed. And for whatever reason, it triggered this glitch where I just got, it was an insane amount of lunch money. Just kept on cashing up, and saying request timed out. I still vividly remember that. And I stayed on for a long time and just watched it go up. It was in the probably, I think it went up all the way to like 30 million. I logged back in and it had like 6 million, so I just took that and I bought just a bunch of money items and started selling it for VIPs and tags, and that's how I started marketing. Now I've pretty much done it all in the game, from having a custom item to the GM items, which are really cool experiences, but what by far my best memories in the game are definitely the friendships that I've made, and my friends in the game definitely really helped me get through things in real life, and that's what matters. Friends are what matter, not items. Items come and go, but I've still got some of the same friends I had since 2012, if that tells you anything. This game really can bring out the best in people. Of course, it can do the opposite as well, but you just got to focus on the positive. And I've had things that I've said that I wish I could take back, but I wasn't, this is like my childhood, so it took a while for me to really mature, but I'm glad I was able to, actually, thanks to something that VNL told me. which was kind of an epiphany moment for me, which was, pray for your enemies, just wish them peace and move on. And it's true, there's no point in dwelling on negativity. Miserable people will only make you miserable. And that's actually something that I started applying in real life as well, and it worked out very well. So but what keeps pushing me to keep playing are definitely, building relationships with players, encouraging them, hopefully giving them some sort of hope in real life, because that's what players did for me. That's what VNL did for me. It just gave me motivation when I needed it the most. Even now, I'm still going through quite a lot in real life, but to this day, I still get the support that I really need, and I'm just blessed to have. And if you're one of those people, watching this video, thank you, because it really, really does help. And I just hope that I can put that energy back into the people in this game. That's why I keep playing. That's why it's so addicting, is because, the people that I work with, a lot of them, and just a lot of people that I knew that I had to cut off, just, use me. But I come into the game and I can feel refreshed knowing that I'm surrounded with people that do care about me. I, for a long time, had something in my bio, and it was that when I play this game, it becomes my reality. And it does. I don't look at that as a bad thing, because your body is just a vessel for your soul, right? Well, if that's the case, then things can become extensions of that, and I consider the game, just another vessel for my soul to habitate in, and yeah, my mindset is a lot different than a lot of people, but that's why I have these weird goals of I want to be the most trusted person in the game. It's not for self-benefit, it's to help other people. I want to be able to, project positive energy as much as possible. That's pretty much, all my goals. People will say a lot of things like, oh, well, why does he need another GM helmet? He's already got some GM helmets, whatever else. Well, you might see it as that. I see it as, and this is a current issue. This won't be relevant, a couple months from now, but currently Scammer has a GM helmet. To me, that's a big deal. They're using that to scam people. That can't happen. To me, that helmet represents, kind of not really the game. It just represents, to me at least, trustworthiness, honor, almost like a knight's armor. You had to be a noble to wear knight's armor, which, I don't completely agree with that concept, but that being said, there were certain structures in place to where even, you couldn't just be a noble. You had to actually be noble to be a knight. You had to hold yourself in a certain manner, a certain way. And I feel like the GM helmet is kind of that concept applied in game, and I don't like to see it abused. I don't like to see people abused, which is kind of why I, still play this game, is I like to be able to be that knight for people. I like to be able to help people. And I hate talking about myself this much, but I want this to be my autobiography, for the game. But also, a lot of these concepts are the same concepts I applied to my everyday life. So, I'm going through probably more than I've ever had to, but because of my experiences in the game and the confidence this game's given me, I'm able to keep pushing on. So, I've had so many good memories coming from this game. And everyone hates on the developers a lot of times, but in reality, you're still playing it. So why are you hating it? It's not what it could be, it's what it is. It already is a masterpiece. Who cares about the small things? It already serves its purpose. And I hate to see VNL be treated the way that they are. Just complaints. It's like politics. You're gonna have two sides, and you're never gonna be able to meet everyone's needs because it, clashes against each other. But you gotta step back and see the bigger picture. Ask yourself why you're playing. And 9 times out of 10, you're gonna realize, there is other things to do than what you're doing in the game. Other than hate, there's so much more to do than hate. I mean, it's just pretty crazy to see how far everyone has made it. I'm the 3rd player, I believe, to reach this level. That alone's crazy to me, that, if I can do it, if I can push myself to this point, you can too. Everyone can. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to put your friends' needs above your needs. That energy will come back to you. I promise you. I've rambled enough though. I'm gonna go ahead and just let the rest of this video roll without my voice. But thank you guys so much for supporting me, my channel, for watching this, for being my friend, or even being my enemy if that's how you perceive me, because it just gives me the motivation I need to push on and to be better. I'm the common denominator in all of my situations, so it's never your fault. That's the way that I look at it. I can always self-improve. Thank you, and goodbye.